Hey Virgos, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be doing a January reading for you guys. So Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and 6th house placements, okay? So I already did the predictions for the year, but this is just for January. I'm going to start off by pulling a couple of, I was going to say major arcanas because I just looked at one. A couple of tarot to see what the main energies are for you guys going into January, okay? So what does Virgo have going on in January? Thank you guys for your support on my last video. Continue to like, subscribe, and share. It means a lot to me. And hit the notification so you know when I'm doing live readings. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, we have a Queen of Pentacles, which I usually see as a Capricorn card, but it could also be Virgo or Taurus. So you guys are really getting into the sense of stability, of self-sufficiency, okay? Nurturing yourself and maybe even others, but being that like strong feminine head of the household, could be taking care of family matters, financial matters, really just getting into your earth energy here, okay? It also could be because it's Capricorn season, so you guys are feeling kind of grounded. But on the flip side, I see that you guys have had some major battles that maybe you felt, you know, that you were very alone in this, and that's why you had to become, because Queen of Pentacles, she's very self-sufficient, okay? So I feel like the Five of Swords is saying that maybe you were trying to work with other people, or with, you know, you were trying to depend on people in your family or something, but everyone was just kind of, you felt like out for themselves, and it was like you against the world, and it was really stressful, so you just decided to take matters into your own hands. So interesting. There could have been a lot of battles. There could have been a lot of conflict and fighting with people, maybe during the holidays, okay? And it was almost just like giving you a headache, all right? So you guys just decided, you know what? I'm walking away from the troubles in my life. That song is always in my head, and I don't even know if you guys will know it. It's Craig David, but it's from like the 90s. But you guys are rising above that negative energy, okay? I love it. All right, so what are some of the things that you're letting go of going into January of 2020, okay? Virgos. Well, when I said letting go, I got Cupid, love and desire, spider, weave, and maturity. This is very interesting. So I feel like you guys are letting go of trying to make this relationship more solid and mature than it is, or that's what that Five of Swords is also, could be an immature energy. So you feel like you were always trying to like be like that spider that intricately wove the web and tried to control. I feel like you guys are letting go of controlling your masculine's level of maturity, okay? You feel like this is a lost cause. This could have been also something during Christmas time. I feel like that's like the Five of Swords energy. You're just kind of rising above, and like you're not playing these childish games anymore, okay? You do want this love and desire, but you don't want to feel like you have to make it happen, okay? It's very weird and interesting, okay? So like Cupid is an awesome card to get, but when I say what are you letting go of, I feel like you're letting go of trying to make it what you want it to be, and you're just like doing your own thing, being self-sufficient, and whatever happens, happens. So that's really cool. I mean, you could see it as cool or not cool, but all right. So I'm going to pull from the feminine side and see what she's feeling in her mental, emotional, and physical space, and then the masculine side and see what's going on with him in mental, emotional, and physical. Okay. Oh, there's two here. Well, I'll take all four of them. Now I have that song in my head, but it's always in my head for some reason. I'm walking away from the troubles in my life. I'm walking away to find a better day. All right. Not a singer, so. All right. This is going to be 4 for each because I did pull. So I got mental, emotional, physical, and outcome I'm going to do, okay? Because I got 4. And I just decided to change it. All right. Desired outcome. All right. So mentally, the Virgo, the feminine, is really trying to find her self-worth through her spirituality and through taking action, just doing things that build her self-worth, that honor herself, that take care of herself. And that's what I was talking about with the Queen of Pentacles. She's self-sufficient. And so you guys are taking action, you're taking names, you're not taking any bullshit, okay? You're just being this very strong, there's Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo energy here, so that could be a part of it. You're more like action-oriented and not so much just sitting around feeling bad. Wow. This is so interesting. Emotionally, you still find beauty in this masculine that you feel like you sort of want to give up on because they're not where you want them to be. I feel like they're unawakened, but you still find beauty in this person and their journey, okay? You still honor where they're at. So that's beautiful, all right? You recognize, I don't get this beauty card very often, that they are where they're at, but there's something still very beautiful about this becoming of them, okay? As idealistic as that sounds. In your physical space, there's Deception and High Priestess of Air. This is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I also feel this could be almost like a Page of Swords energy where you felt like someone did something behind your back, like maybe talked about you behind your back or something like that. So you're kind of a little bit guarded too, and you're being very smart. It's also that Queen of Swords type energy where she's not taking any shit, okay? So interesting. But so far I have Sag, Aries, Leo, and Gemini, Libra, Aquarius that you're dealing with as well. Obedience and vibration. So this is your desired outcome. I feel like you guys really want to harness your energy, okay? That's the theme of your reading so far. You really want to be balanced. You really want to be able to control anything. Even if it's like Five of Swords energy around you, you guys really want to be very strong and not be reactive to it and just be aware of your own vibrations. So I love that. All right, masculine in his headspace. I feel like he's got a barrier to this. Grove card is usually about finding compassion and forgiveness with you and other people. So the masculine has a barrier to finding like peace around this situation, okay? There's something, maybe he deceived you and he can't give himself his own peace or something, but I feel like there's a barrier to him finding a quiet place in his mind to really let things go, okay? In his heart space, I have Material World and High Priestess of Spirit. This is very interesting because I feel like emotionally and like in his soul, he's torn between being on the spiritual path and also making money and being in the material world and like sort of like caring what other people think about him, which is interesting because you guys had beauty, like finding beauty in him being unawakened, and that's exactly the path he's on. This is like the tug of war between awakening and like accepting that you're on a spiritual journey or staying in the physical realm and defining yourself by things that are happening physically. So I feel like the masculine is very torn between these two paths right now, okay? Stuck and forbidden. Yeah, this is his physical space. So he's stuck. There's something that like maybe growing up he wasn't allowed to be spiritual or emotional or have those feminine qualities that he's trying to incorporate by awakening, and he's very stuck. It's like a forbidden place for him to really let go of his ego and go to that place, because growing up he learned to define himself by the material world. So he's very stuck with like the ideals that he grew up with and the influences around him, all right? So what is his ultimate desired outcome? Choices and divine timing. Wow. He ultimately desires freedom to make his own choices and to not feel so stuck, all right? So I feel like he ultimately desires freedom here, and he ultimately desires to have more control over his time and what he does with his time and how he spends his life. But I feel like, you know, this is the battle he's going through, and the feminine is going through kind of like having control over her own emotions and stuff. So that's really interesting. You guys do have sort of like a mirroring effect here. I love these combinations. Okay. Let's pull a few more tarot to see what else Virgo is dealing with in January, okay? Strength, Leo, that's the energy I'm saying, you guys. The moon, so strength over her emotions, her like reactions, and also it could be something that happened around the Capricorn full moon. But I also feel like this is saying you could be dealing with a Pisces. We've got Four of Wands, the Magician, and the Chariot. You guys want to move forward with this relationship regardless of, you know, the underlying issues or secrets or deception that you've experienced. I feel like this is still where you see like your happy home, and you feel like you have it in you to make it still happen. The Magician is also a Virgo and Gemini energy, but you guys feel quite powerful going into January. You feel like you can move things forward, and like I said, with that Queen of Pentacles energy you have the strength to really kind of, you know, dictate where the energy of this dynamic goes, because I had that vibrations card for you too. That's crazy. You guys have 4 major arcanas here, okay? I feel like you guys are done with letting any like negative influences of this relationship dictate where it goes, okay? So I feel like you guys are very strong going into January. I'm going to pull, last but not least, how the person you're dealing with, what they want to communicate to you from their higher self here, okay? From the Twin Flame Messages, Volume 2. What does this person want to say to Virgo? I know it might be too late by the time I figure things out. You guys, I got that divine timing. There's a lot about timing here. I'm really bad at commitment. That's what I was talking about in the beginning, where he's unawakened, he's not mature, and you're tired of trying to force it. You are special to me, even though I told you otherwise. So I've kind of given you guys a mixed message regarding you feeling like you have the strength to dictate it, but also knowing when to let go. I feel like that is something you're sort of balancing, like knowing you only have control over yourself. But this masculine they do feel a special bond with you, but their timing is not like the timing that you want. Like, so I did get that Cupid card. It's like you want that love and that maturity right now, but I feel like you're also honoring where they're at, okay? I see a little part of you in everyone I meet. So they're so connected to you that they, like, even though they're saying I'm really bad at commitment, they're also like, everywhere they go, they're still reminded of you. So they don't want to commit to you, but in a way, they are very connected to you and loyal to you in their own way, okay? But with this, I really feel like this is talking about that timing. And I feel like the masculine is aware that time is ticking and he has to make a choice. And I got choices and divine timing. So I feel like he knows that eventually he's going to have to make a choice, but he's, you know, just taking his sweet time and he's trying to awaken, but he also can't force his journey any more than what it is, because timing is, we're not in control of it. Things are happening exactly as they're supposed to. So Virgo, that's the message I have for you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.